Sabrina Westerman. Thank you for that wonderful applause. Wasn't it just so genuine? I'm telling you, it's heartwarming. Anyway, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. By the time you watch this, it's probably going to be New Year's. Of course, by the time you actually get around to watching it, it may be the next New Year's. So, you know, if it is, happy 2020. We've got a great show for you planned. New Year's is kind of one of those times, those holidays, sort of, that comes around and you kind of reflect over your life. It's one of those thinking holidays. You know, Thanksgiving's more of the, oh, must go see my relatives and everybody stuff yourself and then sit in front of the TV. And Christmas is must give everybody gifts and, you know, or whatever holiday you happen to celebrate. But New Year's is one of those weird holidays. Most of the time it's called Stoner's Holiday because, especially New Year's Eve, because apparently a lot of people like to drink. You know, and of course, you know, New Year's Eve they've got those, the normal traditions. Ones like, you know, the ball falling in New York City. They've got, you know, fireworks everywhere, some in other places, but that's fine. If you're going to do fireworks, do it legally, okay? And always have hoses standing by in case of fires. But New Year's night, technically, one of the traditions that they have is everybody has to sing. But usually it's made up of people who don't need to be singing to begin with. But usually it goes, you know, da, 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 da. That's all anybody knows of the song. Da, 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 da. And so, you know, everybody's kind of singing along. But usually people are drunk, so they try to add words, you know. My leaky faucet is sinking now, and, you know, and so they try to add words, and it's not good. So, you know, if you're going to drink for New Year's and you're going to go out with people, don't sing. Just hum. Just close your mouth and hum. You know, I mean, just do something a little bit different. But my favorite, I don't drink at all. There's reasons I don't drink. Reason number one, I fall over too much as is. When I'm sober. And I have, as you can see, I have trouble talking. That's why I'm doing the show, so I learn how to talk. But I have enough trouble with coordination and all that stuff, so I don't need any help in being uncoordinated. Okay, I'm trying to get away from that. But I also know my personality, and I know if I really, really like something, you know, I'm probably going to have too much of it. Like macaroni and cheese. I love macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is like the best dish in the world. But you can have too much. Way too much. I've had way too much at one time. And it's not good. Even the day after, it's not good. So, but my favorite part of New Year's is the parades. See, I go to bed way before midnight. I mean, I go to bed. And then I used to get up really early, about 7, 6, something like that. Get up, have breakfast, and then sit there at 8 o'clock came on. On CBS used to have the pre-Rose Bowl Parade show. And in that show they used to have, of course, the horses, which was my favorite part. But they'd have, you know, the girls in the cars, you know, you know, and oh, this is Miss Beauty Queen of such and such, and this is, you know, Miss whatever, you know, and so they had beautiful cars. They usually lined them up in like old vintage Thunderbirds, you know, and so the cars would be going down the lane, and me and Dad be sitting there. Oh yeah, that's a 57 Thunderbird. Really? Wow, that's cute. No, that one, that next one, that blue one, that's a 58. I like the 58 better than 57. Yeah, that was a good car. That was a good car. So, I mean, it was fun. So, but then, not only the cars and the girls, but they also had the horses, which was like my favorite part. They had like this arena off to the side of the parade route in which they kind of warmed up the horses. But, I don't know what the guy's name was, but I know his first name was Guy. And then it was like French something. His name was not French, but it was a French-sounding word. Probably wasn't even French, but to Americans, what's the difference? It does not make any sense. But anyway, he trained Lipinzana horses, which technically come from Spain, so he should have been Spanish. So I don't know what he was, but anyway. He had the most beautiful Lipinzaners, and he'd, bring them around and have them do their little jumps, I mean, those things will stand dead still and then jump up in the air. They will! It's the most amazing thing. The reason they do that is because they were originally trained for war. Because in order to do the war, they would, approach the enemy and then jump! Either jump over them or, jump and hurt them. Jump and land on top of them or something. But these are huge horses, so, I mean, the rider was perfectly safe if he could stay on the horse, which in itself is a feat. Because they can't. It's not feet, it's feat as in a very daring move or something. I look it up in the dictionary. Anyway, they had that, but the best, the rodeo, the one I always looked forward to was they had a girl do a horse trick. Not a horse trick with him, but she had her own, it was a rodeo thing. And she had this trailer where the horse, she'd be riding her, she was a Western girl. I mean, she had chaps, she had the cowboy hat, she had everything. Guns, whip, everything. So she's sitting on her horse. She gets the horse and she jumps it right into the bed of her truck. Yeah, the bed of the truck. And then from the truck, she turn and she jump up on the trailer. And so she's sitting on a horse on top of a trailer, a metal aluminum trailer, okay? That kind of goes a little bit like this. Not only that, for the finale of her act, she would get up on top of the horse and crack a whip. I'm telling you, it's like, whoa, I'm sorry, my horse ain't doing that. You couldn't get my horse to even go near the truck, let alone jump on the truck, let alone get up on the trailer and stand there long enough for me to get up on his back and then crack a whip. I don't think so. But she did, and it was beautiful. And that was my absolute favorite part of the show. So, if you're celebrating New Year's, have a good New Year's. If this is after New Year's, have a good New Year's next year. And stick around for the show, because we've got, probably 3 more segments to watch, so stick around. Have fun. We'll be right back.